Hi, everybody. This is Dr. Paul, and I'm here to talk to you guys about Reiki attunements. So, I'm a naturopathic doctor practicing Calgary, Alberta. I treat a lot of things, I use a lot of things, including Reiki. So, attunements are really the unique feature of Reiki as a system. There are multiple systems of hands on healing that you can do with a patient, but what sets Reiki apart is this attunement feature. Through attunements, Reiki, a student is hooked up to the greater cosmic source of Reiki, and it clears out their energy system to Reiki flowing, and it really gets Reiki flowing. With this, absolutely beginner student can master the skill of transmitting this energy to patients through themselves with very little of the years of meditation that other systems require. I, as a naturopathic doctor, can do an attunement on a patient I want to do Reiki to themselves, and they will be able to do it right there and then, which is really, really convenient. So, attunements are very common in many Buddhist orders. Quite often, the transmission of particular energies into students' energetic fields will catalyze particular changes and growth cycles in that energetic field. It will catalyze their progress and their growth in a certain way that makes their growth much faster, that really accelerates their evolution and their development as students. It can really accelerate things that would take decades of meditation to master on their own. So many institutions have, done this, and they will do these transmissions to students, and then the students will, have a much faster progress, and then they'll advance things a certain amount, and then they'll transmit that to their students, and so on and so forth. So you can create these lineages of great adepts, each one moving a little bit further and evolving a little bit further. And this has been going on for millennia in many Eastern countries, and unfortunately has been largely lost in the West, which is very unfortunate. So they can enable the student to do certain rites, use mantras or symbols, or do certain techniques. So we know Mikao Usui was part of a Buddhist monastery, and this is likely where he got this idea from. Attunements can often have cleansing processes afterwards. There could be some diarrhea, dark urine, smelly sweats. If these symptoms become troublesome, you should probably contact me or contact your naturopathic doctor. But if they're not particularly difficult, you can just wait them out and they will cease eventually. If you are able to drink extra water, you don't have a medical condition that precludes that, I would encourage you to drink extra water afterwards. So there are several styles of attunements. Mikao Usui taught Reiki in a very loose way. He would have students gather, they would meditate together, they would really explore the ethical and the meditative aspects of his system, and they would often do healing. And each time he saw them, he would give them a reiju, he would give them an attunement, and he would teach whatever techniques he felt they could use. Hayashi, who was a military man, and military men like ranks and organization and structure, he organized the system of 6 Reiki degrees, 1 attunement per degree. So Mrs. Takata divided that into 3, and she did 4 attunements in Reiki 1, 1 attunement in Reiki 2, and 1 attunement in Reiki 3. Most modern teachers do 1 attunement for Reiki 1, 2, and 3, and I do this, but I also add in Reiju because I think it's a really good idea. Just a nondescript increased connection to Reiki is, I think, a really good thing. So there will be attunement videos posted in the Facebook group, Planetary Reiki Share, for everyone to use, and you can use them as often as you want. You can repeat them if you like, but there will also be Reiju for just a little bit of an added boost at any given time. So, watch the live video in the Facebook group. It will supply a distant attunement. If you want to get an attunement that's a distant attunement that's specific to you, give me a message and we can arrange a time. I'm recording this video in the age of COVID, so when COVID is over, I would love to have live classes, live Reiki shares, and to do live attunements. That would be really nice. Distant attunements are not quite as powerful, but they still do the job. And we've actually uncovered some documentary evidence recently, letters, where Mrs. Takata taught Reiki via distance to certain individuals and attuned them via distance. So this is, from the highest level, she talked about this, and well, maybe not talked about it, but she did it certainly. So I think that's quite a good system right now, especially particularly in the era of social distancing. So if you have any questions, you can message me. You can email me, and there's my website for anyone who wishes to check out my professional naturopathic offerings. I hope you guys have a good time, and I hope you guys take the attunements, and we can all start, working together. Take care. Bye.